Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders, this is the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, live from Bravery Studios in Garfield, New Jersey. I am Darth Messiah 2.0. I am the mail boy and the CEO, and in case you didn't know, every time I come, it is time to go. Because your boy don't pillow talk with these hoes. And on the phone, as always, the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz that talks all the shit.
It's your boy Alex, the motherfucking heel, aka the Stanley Podcast, and also known as the man that says fuck Mr. McMahon, 205 Live, Bruce Pritchard, who else am I forgetting? Stephanie McMahon,
Johnny Ace,
Johnny
Kevin
Ace,
Dunn,
Nick Khan, Tony Khan, Kit Kat Khan, all the Khans, Kangas Khan.
Even though King
to a crossface and make a run to a crossface kind of guy.
And on the boards, the franchise, they call him J Kid.
I don't think he was finished.
Oh, pardon me. Keep going.
First of all, I was finished. I just couldn't think of any more cons after that point. As I said, Genghis Khan, I was done. That's the biggest one I remember.
Ex-cons.
So I could have said that, but it's, we just got our Black History Month. I don't want to bring up extra shit. I want to bring up the ex-cons. I will leave them out.
All right.
What's up, J Kid?
Yo, on the ones and twos, give you the Ultra Wrestling Heel News. It's
Word.
your boy, franchise in the building.
Word.
What's up, guys?
So while you walked away, we were talking about there's still a lot of like mixed reviews on 2K.
As always, like there's always
No. It's like beyond mixed reviews. Some people are loving GM mode but hating the creative character mode. Some people are loving the creative character mode. They hate the GM mode because it's not what they said. They lied about the GMO being online. It's not online. You only could do it
Local.
play a split screen locally. You can't do it online. Like
Okay.
people find out everything they're saying is a lie, and then every wrestler that was released
Is in the game
last year is in the game.
But Paige isn't in the game. Doudrop's not in the game. The Bella Twins aren't in the game. Zelina Vega's not in the game.
What?
No, she's not in the game.
But what Darth posted that threw me off the day was they put him in there, and then they put her Reckoning version in there as the alternate costume, and I'm like,
they're two different character slots, not alternate attire. Two different character slots.
Two Boo and Cheer versions of her too. Like,
Yes. So Mia Yim has two character slots, but Zelina Vega's not in the game. But in 2K's defense, she got fired early 2020, and then she came back in October. So in their defense, I understand her not being on the roster.
No. What you call it from Lucha House Party?
Lindsay Dorado's in the game.
Yeah, Lindsay Dorado said he like to have his check made to him because he got let go way before the game with you and announcing process, and he's still in the game.
Well, yeah, he's going to get paid for it because they use his image and likeness. He'll get a check for it.
Like, I don't know, man. I'm still going to get it right behind Gran Turismo, but at the same time, I'm like,
Keith Lee is in the game, and he's working for AEW.
Oh man! And yet AEW, the game got delayed.
Yeah.
It got delayed till summer. Right?
Did it that far?
I think so.
Okay.
That's what I think it said. Like it got delayed till like summer because they wanted to make it, a good impact after the rest.
I saw a meme, like somebody was skeptical about the actual working graphics of the game. People are saying it's the graphics of the TNA game from 14 years ago it looks better than the AEW game.
First of all, one AEW game not even with us.
Because it's one thing to watch the trailer, because obviously they're going to give you all the best cutscenes and whatnot. But the actual working graphics of the gameplay apparently isn't that good.
Just like 2K22. They'll give you all the good shots.
Yeah.
But then it becomes an awful piece of shit.
Yeah.
You gotta say, look, 2K is trying. Look, they're just trying because they had years of experience with NBA 2K with getting everybody to look realistic, sweat, facial hair, and then turn around and get WWE right off the back of THQ, and then you got to try to.
And then you get Dana Brooke that looks like a turd.
First of all, let's not.
Oh, I remember them days.
That was the transgender to Dana Brooke. That was the male turning into a female character to Dana Brooke.
Yeah, that was bad.
Her up so bad.
That was so bad. All right, let's jump into our first big topic. So coming off the back of Black History Month, let's reintroduce the topic of how Big Swole thought black wrestlers were being treated in AEW. Now, you just sent me an article that I found hilarious.
That's why I sent it to you.
Yes. So she said Cody helped in so many ways. Cody Rhodes was actually the go-to person for the black women in AEW. I don't know about the black men because they had other guys to talk to in a sense. So if we go back before we had all these recent, people coming over from WWE, just like that original core group of people in AEW, really the only notable black person was what? Scorpio Sky? Basically. And he was in SCU. They won the tag. They were the first tag champions. After they lost the belts, they were never seen as a trio again. And then they broke up the duo of Daniels and Kazarian. So Scorpio Sky was out on his own, doing nothing. Then they have him win the Face of the Revolution ladder match, where, grabbing the brass ring literally. He ends up losing the match to Brody Lee, his TNT title match, and that's been basically his career until he hooked up with Ethan Page and Dan Lambert. So, but now you have Powerhouse Hobbs. He's new. He's a rookie. He's looking good under the tutelage of Taz. He's beige, but he's black. He's beige. He's the Rock. He's beige.
Yeah.
You got Ricky Starks. You got the lovely, vivacious Jade Cargill.
My baby.
Yeah, we got Jade Cargill. And who did I forget? There's Keith Lee. Now Keith Lee's there. So you have a better representation of black wrestling in AEW.
You guys realize you just completely skipped over Private Party.
Oh, see, that's how little they're on TV now. I forgot about Private Party. Yeah. Oh, and the Acclaimed.
Oh yeah, the Acclaimed.
I fucks with the Acclaimed.
So I posted on my Instagram story this week the time I was in Wrestling Pro.
Oh yeah, I saw your post. Yeah.
More than half of the Acclaim was there.
Yep. Yeah, Max Caster.
Well, Anthony Bowens.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was Bowens. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could.
Oh, we saw Bowens one time in Pro Wrestling Magic, right?
Wait, all of us or?
I think it was the time just me and Alex went. I think Bowens was there.
I remember you guys saw, Drew, but that's a different story.
That was the one I missed because that was one in New York, I think.
Oh, okay. I think Alex saw that.
Yeah, I know it was Alex and X-Man Damn.
But the time I was in Wrestling Pro, I also had a picture of like JTG. JTG was like standing in the background, just being a security guard. But there was definitely good, promising wrestlers that came up to AEW.
Yeah. So again, now that you have a Red Velvet there. Now that you have a better representation of the black wrestling community, will any of them actually be put in prominent positions? Will we get a black AEW World Champion? Will it be Keith Lee? Will it be Powerhouse Hobbs?
I feel like Keith Lee more before Powerhouse.
Yeah. Will Ricky Starks actually win the TNT championship? Or will Ricky Starks and Hobbs win the tag championship? Something. Will any of them make it to the top of the card and be there for a extended period of time? That's what we're missing in AEW.
That's what I feel too that we're missing. We're missing that we're definitely missing that champion that we need.
Mm-hmm.
Look, at the end of the day, let's just be happy that they're not doing what Shelton Benjamin and Critter Alexander are doing, and they're back catering with that good food.
Mm. Well, they were on TV this week. They won, and they won.
Yeah, they were on TV.
They won.
It still is mind-boggling that they won. I thought they were going to get beat up by Bobby one more time, even with the messed up shoulder.
That's crazy. We did skip a...
Yes, I was just about to say that. So before we go to our next topic, let's our thirst traps of the week. Another two-time contender, Gigi Dolan, and a new contender, Maria Kanellis.
Gigi Dolan is just she's skyrocketing to the top of my list.
Yeah, she's up there with Nikita. She's definitely up there.
Bro, her, Nia, and Miss J. Cargill, they're all neck and neck at this point.
Oh, you're forgetting Jordan Grace.
See, I can't forget Jordan Grace, because Jordan Grace is in the league home because she has her other what she does. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked that Lena, not Nia Jax, Lena isn't being more provocative now that she's at a WWE. Because she used to model pre WWE. She was like a plus size lingerie model, swimsuit model.
Wow.
So I'm surprised she hasn't gone back to that since she's left WWE.
She is gorgeous, man.
Yeah.
Definitely could see more modeling of her. More pictures. Everybody else is speechless?
No, I'm trying to figure out if Taya Valkyrie has an OnlyFans or a Patreon.
I'm sorry. I was just looking at DG Golden Sheets. I'm sorry. I got mesmerized again.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that one.
Exclusive content.
That's
Okay.
Toxic attraction.
Oh no, she has a Patreon, so it's not full on porn. All right, never mind. You let me down, Taya Valkyrie. Even though I like her, I'm a big fan. Big fan. Anyway, okay. Our next topic.
Yeah, let's get it.
So, also, Alex, you sent me this. Our buddies over on Jobber Tears, they were talking about, is the AEW roster suddenly too big? Do debuts not mean as much? Is it a diminishing return? Are we just overindulged by, oh no, this guy left WWE. Clock is ticking. Oh, here he is. Is it too much now? Go ahead, Alex, since you brought it up.
Now, the question is it too much? No, I don't think so. Because they also said that AEW is basically a bigger version of an indie circuit. And I was like, I like y'all guys. I'm cool with you guys. And I respect you guys because, y'all do a lot of things. But I think it's time for us to restart this war that I wanted to do with them. And they got me fucked up. Because that's a no-go for me. See, it's not being oversaturated with other wrestlers from other companies, because if it was going to be oversaturated with other wrestlers from other companies, they would try to steal the biggest names and not bring in Powerhouse Halls, Ricky Stark, and all the other guys that came from the indie circuit that nobody knew of nationwide. Only certain people in certain states that seen them wrestle. You bring in Daniel Bryan, that's great. He's wrestled here and there, but he's not on TV every day. You bring in the Young Bucks, not on TV every day like they was. The Inner Circle, Chris Jericho was on TV with the group more than anybody else. But as of right now, not on TV every day. They're not doing what WWE does, where you have to see Roman every week. There's not a week that he can take off. He has to be the limelight for the show because he's not there. You don't feel like the show is going to work without him. You need Brock on Raw because you feel like the show's not going to be good without him. They realize that they have a lot of wrestlers that they can really rotate out to have people to do other things to get shine. Because, we got Andrade there. How many times has Andrade been on TV?
I maybe like once every other week. Well, lately, but he was off. He was off of TV for a while.
Yeah, and when you looked him up, where was he at? Other wrestling places, wrestling still. They didn't need to have him, but when they needed to call for him, he showed up because he was there. I get what they're trying to go to, where it says being oversaturated, but at the same time, WWE did it too when they took everybody off the indie circuit. And then look what they did. They didn't even use all the people they had. Hell, remember? They did the whole thing for India. Didn't they close that whole branch down to NXT after they hired all them people?
Mm-hmm.
At this point now, I get, like I said, I get what they're saying, but nah, that's not it for me. Hell, they even said something that even threw me off, Darth, that I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it. They said that Eddie Kingston is AEW's modern day version of Bray Wyatt.
I get the comparison, but it missed. I will agree, it missed. I get what they were getting at, but it missed.
That is definitely a miss. I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's
Their rationale was, you know how for the longest Bray Wyatt would never win a feud. Like, after he'd lose, he'd just be off of TV for a month. Then he'd come back, he'd switch up his promo style, and he'd just get himself all over again with the next person that he's feuding with. They're saying Eddie Kingston is the same thing, because Eddie Kingston is yet to win a meaningful match, but every time that man speaks, you're invested in what he's saying, and you get behind him. You believe in everything that he's saying, whether it's, the breaking the fourth wall, or whether it's actually in universe. Everything he says, you're eating it, and that's the comparison they would make with Bray Wyatt. I get it, but again, I think it missed.
Yeah, it missed with me. Like, as soon as it was said, I was like, yeah, but no. To me, Eddie Kingston is a watered down modern day version of Chris Jericho. When it comes to mic skills, Eddie Kingston can drag you in no matter what he says and get you invested. Watered down, he's not going to win the big one in the ring, but for him to be the guy that he is and been wrestling as long as he is too true, tough as nails to go in there and fight anybody and give them a real fight. But he is not going to be the guy that I'm always going to go, you know what, he could be AEW champion one day. Not no time soon in my book. I don't see it happening. I just can't see it happening. So to me, when he got into that little conversation with Chris Jericho, I can't say it was a fight or a feud, and he started saying what he said to Chris Jericho, I said, that sounds like Chris Jericho early going into the PG era, end of Attitude era, talking to The Rock and Stone Cold, or how he beat both of them the same night. That's why I say he's a watered down version of Jericho when it comes to trying to get under your skin, because he can get under your skin.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Because he spits the real, but he makes it fit in universe.
But for some reason he just can't. He can't grasp me in enough to be really behind him as much as I really want to, and that sucks because I like Eddie Kingston and I want to be a bigger fan of him. But I understand. Cody comes out in his suits, Jericho come out in his leather pants. Eddie Kingston come out like a nigga from Brooklyn with his Timbs and gray sweatpants on, the big shirt and the damn Scully, and I'm like, you're so relatable to me, but you don't win unless you have some help. And I feel like that's your weakest point right now. You don't have to be a good wrestler. I just want you to win something big. And I hope this match with him and Jericho, I hope he really wins. I seriously want him to really win this match, so it can kind of boost him up. But that comparison with Bray Wyatt, I'm like, nah, Bray Wyatt literally was in the ring with people and literally winning. And then WWE didn't know what the fuck to do with him, so they just had him lose to every damn body.
I feel like I see like Taz in him. Like,
see, I was gonna say, in terms of promo style, I was thinking Road Dogg.
Or Road Dogg, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my comparison for promo style. But Road Dogg was never a big enough star. I feel that Eddie Kingston has already surpassed whatever Road Dogg ever did as a singles.
Yeah. And again, that's why I say I compare him to a younger Chris Jericho. Because remember when Chris Jericho came to WWE, he was known for WCW, but he was a nobody in WWE.
Yeah. Until
he won both titles, then Jericho became that top guy because he beat The Rock and Stone Cold on the same night. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. That should have been a T-shirt.
Yeah. Too bad they weren't turning out T-shirts like that back then.
Yeah, I bet you they can go back in time and rekindle that flame real quick. That they would have come up off that alone.
Yeah, because they were pushing that Y2J hockey logo for the longest. Even after they stopped making the hockey jersey, they were just using that logo for everything for like 3 years.
They pushed that logo. They pushed that logo so far that I was like, damn, do Jericho have? They don't have no other design for this man. They can't think of nothing else for him. This is all they had. I seriously thought Jericho was going to be like a B+ player. I was like, damn, they didn't even try to get him a new graphic.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't until he cut his hair that they changed the logo.
Yeah, they start coming out in the suits and start, going off on everybody. And I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you upgrade him now. But yeah, like I said, I feel like I'm gonna start this little feud war with a lot of people. I kind of want to sit down and have a conversation with other podcasts and let's just have a throwdown on what they say back and forth. Because I'm always gonna come back with
Mm-hmm.
it's been a while.
Now, before we go too far, I do agree with the way that Janelle from HR on Jobber Tears was saying. She was saying she doesn't like the way they just debut people on AEW. I think the overuse of the lights out, lights on thing, that I agree with. Come up with something more creative for the reason for somebody to show up other than just lights off, lights on.
See, I was kind of with her when she said that, and I was really with it. But then I think back to what's this guy name supposed to have been premiered on Raw so long ago now that he's still ain't
Veer? Veer is coming.
Yeah, I don't like these vignettes when you show somebody that never shows the hell up, and it's stupid. I'd rather you just cut the lights off, and have somebody in the goddamn ring.
Yeah, because remember, Emelina was debuting for like I think almost as long as Veer. I think Veer has passed her now.
I think he passed her. Yeah.
Like she showed up and didn't do shit, and then they like damn near easily let her go. I'm like, that was a long waste of time to try to debut somebody that we already knew who it was. Just bring her the fuck out and let's get it on with. The lights off, lights on thing, it just gives me that, okay, the lights go off, who the fuck is showing up? Now my brain got to think of what wrestler has been either let go or got out of their contract. They can show up now in AEW to wrestle. I'm cool with Keith Lee, Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole, like, and what's his name? Oh my god, just good.
Kyle O'Reilly?
No, Switchblade.
Oh.
Those guys made sense. Those are guys people been following since they started wrestling. So they made sense. But Buddy Matthews was indie WWE forever. Did his little video vignette that I still love to this day. Him and House of Black.
Oh yeah, that shit was fire.
That shit was dope. And then you just have him appear after the lights go out. That technically is made for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that works for them because of the supernatural powers that Aleister Black is using. That works for them.
Which is cool. I feel
like I said, I don't see nothing wrong with it because if you go to an indie house show and like Cody and them show up, they do the same exact thing, and you can say you hate it, but when they show up, you still cheer because you did not expect them to be there. So I'm liking the whole turn off the lights, turn the lights on back thing because it just gives me that, okay, now I got to think who got let go. Because, just like other news, Cesaro secretly let go slowly out of the company because they couldn't come to terms with him. Is he going to show up there?
The thing is, because his contract expired, he can show up immediately. He doesn't have to wait 90 days or 60 days or whatever.
Yeah, so like, if you have him show up, do you try to let him work a gimmick into a story to show up? Okay, at this point right now, AEW is not a place of working a stupid gimmick to have a fight with somebody. Most people just show up and start a fight with whoever the hell they feel like it.
And
Brian.
That's the problem. Cesaro's not a gimmick guy. He's just himself. He's one of the best ring workers on the planet. He makes everybody look good, win, lose, or draw.
And also funny that now that he got let go, Eddie Kingston said, yeah, he won't. Eddie Kingston put a little subliminal there. He said, yeah, he won't come here and step in this ring. He already knows what's going to happen. Them two back when they was a tag team. When Cesaro still had hair, and I was like, no offense, I kind of want to see this match between them two.
I kind of like how
Cesaro would make Eddie Kingston look like the man of the hour.
He would turn Eddie Kingston into fucking Buddy Rogers.
Yes, he would have him looking great for no reason.
He would turn Eddie Kingston into fucking Bruno Sammartino.
Damn, not handsome at all, huh?
Yeah. By the time Veer get here, somebody else will be inducted into the Hall of Fame by next year.
Yeah. All right. All right. This weekend we got AEW Revolution. There's only, I think 3 matches I really care about. The rest are, how does MJF say? Mid. Mid. So obviously the face of the Revolution match that we were speaking about before. Last year, Scorpio Sky won. Well, no, 2 years ago, because they didn't do it last year. 2 years ago, Scorpio Sky won. You get a title match. I believe it's for the TNT Championship. I don't think they're giving out world titles for this. And also, it's kind of just a forced match. It's like, okay, here's your match 2 weeks later. It's not like, creatively planned out where it's, kind of like Money in the Bank without being Money in the Bank. I get it, but...
No real cash in to it. It's just like, oh, you won. Great. Now your match is in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yep. That aspect I don't like, but whatever. So, yeah, we have the Face of the Revolution match. So far, participants are Will Hobbs, Wardlow, Keith Lee, and Ricky Starks. And Orange Cassidy. So there's one person left to be named, which I think they'll announce tomorrow on Dynamite or on Friday on Rampage.
I'm really hoping Keith Lee is the guy that goes in there and just goes off.
Yes. Yeah.
Everybody.
Hit somebody with the spirit bomb from the top of the ladder, preferably Orange Cassidy.
Oh my God. He gonna be really freshly squeezed into a wheelchair.
And I assume Ricky Starks is gonna do something wild off a ladder.
I'm assuming.
You know he is. He got to.
That's why. Go ahead.
No, I say he got a one upstage Sammy Guevara from that damn ladder match.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm surprised that Will Hobbs. They had Will Hobbs face Dwayne Martin in the qualifier, because I'm like, Dwayne Martin needs to be in this match too.
Yeah, he does. He's been on the roll lately.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess. Oh no, Daniel Garcia lost to Wardlow, right, for the qualifier?
Yes.
Yeah. So see, both of them should have been in this match too. They don't have to win, but they should have just been in the match.
This is getting odds and evens.
Yeah. So I don't know who the 4th person is gonna be. I mean, the 6th person.
That's a tough one. Should be Wardlow.
No, Wardlow's in.
Oh yeah.
It's Keith Lee, Wardlow, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, Orange Cassidy.
Oh, okay. Cool. I was like, shit.
I mean, well, I was going to say Andrade, but he already has a match on the pay-per-view, because that's one of the matches I don't care about. It's Andrade, Matt Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy versus Darby Allin, Sting, and Sammy Guevara. Two just really weird teams put together. Oh, speaking of Andrade being on TV, I love when he calls Darby Allin the little boy that works for Stink.
I don't know what it is about him, and he can't say the word Sting, and it's just so funny that he said Stink.
No, I think he's doing it on purpose.
I know, but it's just so funny. It's just like when Santino Marella couldn't say John Cena.
The little boy that works for Stink. He wants to buy the little boy. You know how bad that sounds?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie though. Orange Cassidy do look like a little boy. He looked like a preteen in grammar school that got to high school and still thought he was the cool guy.
Yeah. We got the Jurassic Express versus Red Dragon for the tag titles. I want to see Red Dragon win, but I don't think they will, because the Jurassic Express just won the belts.
Yeah, they're not losing that this early in the game. People been behind them since AEW got them, so they're gonna hold on to that for a while.
Yeah. Our girl Jade Cargill is taking on Tay Conti. Obviously, she's gonna win. I don't think Tay Conti is the one to break the streak. I think the only person to break the streak is eventually got to be what, like Mercedes Martinez or Serena Deeb or Thunder Rosa. Is one of them. Somebody with some real credibility.
I think it would be more.
I'm really thinking it's going to be Mercedes Martinez is going to be the one.
Because the other women's match for the main women's title, I think Thunder Rosa finally beats Britt Baker. I think Britt Baker has run her course.
title.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think Mercedes Martinez will take the TBS because I think Thunder Rosa is going to be champion for the next 6 months.
But if Jade goes for the women's champion for
or you know what? What if she ends up challenging for the main women's title and
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if she goes for
and then they just say, oh, you can't be double champion, so she just forfeits the TBS title, so she never lost. I'd be down with that.
I'm down with that right now.
Because that'd be like some Impact shit with the X Division title. Once you win the main title, you got to forfeit the other one.
Yeah, but technically you did not.
You never lost. Yeah.
You just make it.
Yep, I'd be down for that. Jericho and Hager versus Eddie Kingston. No, Jericho versus Eddie Kingston. Again, we were just talking about this. I'll watch it, but again, I'm not overly excited to see it. Now, the big matches.
Let's go.
What's on there first? The title match, right? Adam Cole, baby.
Hey.
Who should win, but is not going to win.
The Battle of the Atoms.
Yes. The other Adam, Hangman Page. Notice on the graphic they put Hangman instead of Adam.
Hangman.
They did that on purpose. That way he's not the other Adam.
There's 2 Adams in here. There's a lot of Adams. Yeah. Who do you think will go for this?
Hangman's going to win. He's not losing yet. But again, like I said, I'd love to see Adam Cole win.
Adam Cole,
baby. Even though I said 2 weeks ago, this is fucking stupid because he just lost to Orange Cassidy, and you reward him for losing that feud by giving him a world title match. But now that we're here, I want to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
The way you got to it was stupid, but I want to see it.
It happened. So.
I guess that's the beauty of AEW. I want to see it even though the logic is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look like he deserved it, pretty much.
Yeah. What up, Valdor?
It could have been Cassidy and Hangman and Page, so.
Hey, George F is here too. What up?
What up, George F?
George F.
Next match. What's the next one I put up there?
Next match. We got
This is going to be a fucking clinic.
This is going to be a fight.
This is going to be a bloodbath. Because as Moxley said, I don't stand next to someone until I bleed with them. This is going to be a fucking bloodbath.
You remember what Daniel said? Yeah, it might be a bloodbath, but only with you. Let's see if he's right.
Those some real fighting words right there.
Those some fighting words. Let's see if he's right. Let's see after this match, they're both bloody.
Mm-hmm.
Both want to team up.
I predict that JR will break out the slobber knocker for this.
Yes. This is going to be one heck of a slobber knocker right here.
Yep. They got to do they had to do like prison rules. I can't stand next to you until we both fight each other. Once we fight each other and I see how you are, then I consider myself standing next to you to help you do some shit. And Moxley seemed like the kind of guy that you kind of want to have on your side in prison.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because you can't gang rape the crazy guy.
Yeah, because, he might turn around and you'd be like, all 5 of us are going to get him. And all of a sudden you're like, what happened to all 5 of y'all? We don't want to talk about it.
He'll turn around and bite some dicks off. Pause.
Turn around and do, what that guy said, indie video? Grab his balls and twist them all. Yeah, that's Daniel.
Yeah.
That's going to be Daniel Balls. It's going to be twisted off. He ain't got to worry about having another kid with one of the Bellas. He just got to worry about if he's going to be able to hang his balls on his mantle.
Yeah. And what I think should be the main event, the dog collar match between CM Punk and Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Ooh, you got out the whole government. Holy shit.
I think this should be the main event over the title match. Honestly, Moxley and Bryanson need to go on after the title match. That's a bigger match to me, too.
Yeah, these 2 matches, they're going to be slobber knockers, bro.
I think they should pull a WWE, put the title match on first. That way it gets shine, but it's not mired in the middle of the show. And put Moxley and Bryanson and MJF Punk on the end of the show. Just finish with that.
Just finish with this. This would be a good finish just so we can have some good entertainment in the end.
Yeah.
Holy crap, this is going to be a bloodbath for both matches.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
be the best heel in this match. He's definitely.
And I think MJF wins again.
I think so too. That's the scary.
Unless this is just part 2 of 3 where Punk wins and then we have another match. What do they do next between the two of them?
You put him in a cage match and you set it on fire.
Well. Last time we tried to do fire in AEW, we got a popcorn fart.
Oh yeah.
First of all, that wasn't fire. That was an explosion. Those are 2 different things.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Yes, fire. We have to rehire Brandy and put her in charge of the pyro.
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
You know, she likes to set things on fire. All right. Last bit of AEW stuff. We have the AEW Awards that will take place, I believe, over Dynamite and Rampage this week. The couple categories that they've already revealed: breakout star the breakout female star of the year. Nominees are Jade Cargill, Jamie Hayter, Tay Conti.
Look, already won first name. You ain't gotta go.
Yeah, I know. Tay Conti, Chris Statlander, Red Velvets. Obviously, Jade Cargill. Best mic duel. Again, I think they put the winner on first. MJF versus CM Punk on Thanksgiving. That's probably the winner. We got Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. Inner Circle versus The Pinnacle. Hangman meets Daniel Bryanson. Inner Circle calls out Dan Lambert. Yeah, fucking MJF and Punk win. Best tag team brawl. Bucks versus Lucha Brothers, which I think is so overrated. I think that cage match is so overrated. It was so sloppy. But anyway, Archer and Minoru Suzuki versus Moxley and Kingston. That was a good match. Darby and Sting versus 2.0. I don't even remember that.
Wait, Darby and Sting versus...
I don't remember it. Darby and Sting versus 2.0.
I remember it, but I don't remember it like vaguely, but I remember it happening.
And then we got Lucha Brothers versus Jurassic Express. It was okay. So honestly, I got to go with Archer and Minoru versus Moxley Kingston.
Yeah, because that was real old school storybook telling of a tag team match. Everything else was just like, let's just pair these two together and let's just have a match. But their match was like, it was like seriously pit into some real hardcore ass fucking people in a ring together that know each other very well.
Mm-hmm. All right, breakout male star of the year: Dante Martin, Jungle Boy, Sammy Guevara, Ricky Starks, and Hook. Now I know we want to say Hook. But hear me out. It's got to be Sammy Guevara.
It has to be.
We want to say Hook. We want to say Hook, but it's got to be Sammy Guevara. Next year can be Hook. Once Hook actually, start having some storylines and shit.
Okay, let's put it like this: Sammy Guevara is the winner. Close runner-up is Hook.
Yeah,
just popular.
Yeah, just on popular consensus, it's Hook, but reality, it's Sammy Guevara. It's got to be Sammy Guevara.
I agree.
Best moment on the mic. Again, they put the winner first. CM Punk return. Duh. Other nominees are Bryanson calls out Omega, Britt Baker in Britsburg, MJF thinks the Midwest is mid, and Eddie Kingston is sent to punish Miro, which I don't remember.
I don't recall that either.
I remember, but the end one.
Yeah.
Dude, CM Punk coming back.
Yeah, of course.
It was like one of the best comeback story in wrestling.
Yeah.
The Daniel Bryanson calling out Kenny Omega.
It was good.
That was good.
It was good.
That was good. But I don't think it will top CM Punk coming back.
Right.
If CM Punk wasn't there, Daniel Bryan calling out Omega would be the winner.
Exactly.
Yes. All right, let's jump over to WWE. We forgot this last week, I guess because we were talking about Ring of Honor Hall of Fame. The Undertaker is headlining this year's Hall of Fame ceremonies. Now, I purposely didn't tell you about this beforehand because I just want to What's your best Undertaker moment that nobody talks about?
Can it be good or bad?
Good or bad? What the one? Not the popular stuff. No, not WrestleMania 25. Not Foley Hell in a Cell. Stuff that nobody talks about. What's your best Undertaker moment?
Let's Alex go first.
Okay, bad. When Maven kicked him out of the Royal Rumble.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it was something that nobody expected, and the look on Undertaker's face looked like he was going to beat the shit out of everybody in the arena.
Okay.
And good moment when, man, for me, the best moment for him that people don't talk about as much when the ministry joined the corporation and made the corporate ministry the first night on UPN.
Okay. I didn't pick a bad one, but for me, my favorite moment is Undertaker getting chokeslammed through the ring by Kane when the first time Brothers Destruction broke up. I was like, holy shit. Because at the time I still didn't, understand how wrestling worked. I'm like, holy shit, he put this man through the fucking ring.
To this day, I still don't understand, and WWE still yet to tell me, how was that done? Because you have wrestlers wrestling all that night in that one area too.
Okay, what you do is when they set up the ring, that one specific corner, because you know how they have the long boards that you put. What you do is in that corner, you just have a square that you put underneath the boards, and when that segment comes, you have somebody go under the ring and remove the boards from under the square, so that way the person can just drop through the canvas, and you score it, but you don't go all the way through, so that when you have maximum pressure, it actually just goes through.
That seems accurate. Yeah. So my worst moment and my best moment. My worst moment would be the time that the Undertaker supposedly killed who is it, Paul Bearer or
in the concrete?
When he buried him alive?
Yeah.
That was probably the worst moment. Cause
What's funny? When they showed the behind the scenes and explained it, I'm like, that still doesn't make any fucking sense how they did it.
I have two good moments though. If I could.
Okay, go ahead.
I understand how that. I was like, this don't make sense.
Yeah.
Because obviously they pre-taped that part, but again, they also did something so it looks like it actually happened to him in the arena.
Yeah.
That's the part that doesn't make any sense. But go ahead.
Not make sense. But my two good moments. One of them has to be me actually watching a live performance in WrestleMania 29 with CM Punk.
Yes.
And The Undertaker.
Yes.
That's one of my best moments.
One of the underrated ones.
The underrated.
Because everybody talks about 25, 26, 27, 28,
Exactly.
and 30, but they always forget to CM Punk here.
I was there, which makes it extra exciting because I was there live. I was there when the Undertaker comes out.
Yeah.
When the fire just comes out. I felt that. I felt all of it.
Actually, now that we're on that, 25 through 30, that was the Undertaker's prime WrestleMania years. Because all five were no, actually 24, because was it 24 Edge?
24 was Edge.
Yeah, so 24 through 30, all immaculate. Immaculate.
And I'm glad you said that because one of them is my second best moment.
What, 25?
The second time he fought Shawn Michaels.
Oh, so 26.
Because that was one of the best matches I've ever seen. That Shawn Michaels was almost there.
I find it weird because everybody says 25 is the better one. I agree with the 25.
25, 26, I mean, it was okay.
Because it's almost like Austin and Rock. Was it 15, 17, or 19? I think it was 17. I think it was the middle one.
Oh, yeah, 17 was good.
What do you say, Alex? Austin and Rock, which one?
WrestleMania 18.
18 was...
No, 18 was...
18 was the one that Austin literally betrayed or turned heel.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And it was all built up to, like, these two greatest...
Yeah.
Going at it. And McMahon was...
Yeah, like...
As always.
Like, when WWE games, when THQ was doing it, when they made that a pivotal point between The Rock and Stone Cold, you know it's got to be something special in that. Because these guys done fought so many times throughout their life. But that one WrestleMania was like the WrestleMania match that set them to on a, like, They was already at the top of the ladder. And then that shit just shot them through the roof after that point, more than what they should have been. Because you have Rock giving Stone Cold stunners, you have Stone Cold giving Rock bottoms.
Yep.
Then you have the Rock going in at the heel, Stone Cold going into space. And at the end of the match,
they switch.
Stone Cold is the heel and the Rock is the face, and I'm like, where in the fuck? What do we do at this point?
And the thing is, the way they switched was almost as good as Bret Austin at, what was it, 12 or 13? 13?
Even 13.
13, yeah. Because that switch was, you didn't even realize it happened until the match was over.
Yes, you really don't. And like I said, I don't know, something about 18 that was like, still to this day, I will still go on YouTube and find 18 and just watch that match, the best clips of it. I would just watch that match over and over. Out of all the other wrestling, I don't know what it is about that one, but that was the one day, like, people will call my phone. I'm hanging up on them. I done peed already. I done got my food. I'm not trying to leave in front of this TV because this is the match I've been waiting for. And it's like they didn't sit back and was like, all right, cool, we're just going to make this a regular match. Nah, these dudes went above and beyond and then gave everything else in between. And I'm like, bruh, at this point now, I couldn't have been at that WrestleMania because I wouldn't be able to talk. I'd lost my voice. It'd have been over. It'd have been like take over Brooklyn again. I'd have went there normal and left talking like the Godfather. Nah, I'm good.
Valdor said his favorite moment is bad moment was when Sarah kept calling him Mark in an interview during the DDP angle.
First of all, bad moment, just the whole DDP angle.
Yeah, that whole thing was bad.
It was a bad moment, but it was a good way to introduce DDP into WWE.
You heard? That's the worst thing since Katie Vick.
Yeah.
Let's not bring that back up. I just finally got that out of my damn memory.
So was it 2 weeks ago? Brock Lesnar was on the Pat McAfee podcast, and we have our second best guest ever. This week is going to be Vince McMahon.
That's gonna be weird.
Yeah. And last night, in the the little Austin Theory segments backstage, Austin Theory was promoting the appearance. So I'm curious as to what Vince is actually willing to talk about.
I'm hearing rumors.
I know Vince not willing to talk about. He's not willing to talk about the steroid shit again.
I'm hearing rumors that this might be an actual match later on.
Yeah, they're saying it's going to be a WrestleMania match. And there's Austin Theory will. I think it actually end up being Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee. I don't think it's actually going to be Vince.
Vince is going to be in the background.
I think by the time you get to the match, I guess at WrestleMania, Vince is like, I'm not doing this, and he'll just put Austin Theory in. I think that's what's going to happen.
Trying to give him a WrestleMania moment.
So we're just gonna keep pushing Austin Theory down our throats like he's Roman Reigns.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, not ready for this yet from him.
Again, it's like we like him, we want to see him, but damn, they're gonna fuck him up.
They will.
Yeah.
They're gonna John Cena him.
But he's gonna have one hell of a match if he go in there with Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
You already see what that man's capable of.
Yeah, that shit with Adam Cole. Ooh, that was fire.
When is Corey Graves coming back in ring?
Good question.
Fuck that. Why is Corey Graves and them getting a goddamn show?
It's a YouTube show. It's not on TV. It's on YouTube.
Don't matter. Why are they getting a show? Didn't this man cheat on his wife with her?
Yeah.
Why the fuck are we getting a show that we don't give a fuck about either one of them?
Then she leave big Cass for him.
Yeah.
First of all, anybody left big Cass for him, so
Yeah, at the time he was just on some other shit at the time. Yeah. He's cool now, but he was on some other shit back then. Last night on Raw, Damien Priest lost the United States Championship to Finn Balor. And then the heel turn.
That we needed.
Yeah. And instantly he's more interesting in the 30 seconds that he spoke. He's immediately more interesting as a heel.
I kind of like that they went for this angle.
Yep.
They want Finn Balor to...
Even though they said they're not pushing Finn Balor anymore, but continue.
Push him into a damn belt immediately. Like, okay.
Like, all right, we need Finn to be somewhere in TV.
Yeah.
The United States title.
It's a good look for him, It's a good look because he was a good Intercontinental champion.
He was.
Also, can we talk about one thing? Can we talk about how stiff that clothesline was that Damien Priest gave Finn Balor?
Good. Make
That
some
shit
contact.
so stiff of a clothesline. I said, bro, I just thought I was in New Japan just now watching wrestling. What the fuck?
Look at the picture.
Finn Balor knows what's up.
I know, how, strong style in Japan, but god damn, like bro, even if you told me, okay, I'm gonna hit you with a hard clothesline, I would have still forget that shit is coming that damn hard.
It's like Xavier Woods said about the Hell in a Cell match with the Usos when he got strung up on the ring post and he just hit him with kendo sticks. He said, "When I start crying, keep going. I'm not going to talk to you after the match. Come talk to me tomorrow."
That ass, because you talk to me after the match, we might got to throw hands in the bag.
Exactly.
Moment.
You're a wrestler. You signed up for this. Don't talk to me after the match. Text me tomorrow.
Yo, also, can we just talk about that Xavier Woods is the last man standing from the party?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sad.
But you know what? Because he doesn't give a fuck anymore because they ruined Up, Down, Down. He's on fucking Tyler Breeze's channel all the time. So the party is still together. They just reunited on Tyler Breeze's channel. It's called The Sweets.
Oh, the Sweets.
Yeah, actually it's Tyler Breeze and Sean Spears' channel. They work together because they also own the wrestling school together. Flatbacks Wrestling School.
Where the fuck is that wrestling school at?
It's in Florida. Because Tyler Breeze lives in Tampa. It's literally like down the street from fucking NXT.
Oh, so it's down the street from the same place the Bucks took their photo yesterday at, huh?
Yeah. Also, Edge, the challenge that he made for WrestleMania last week has been answered by AJ Styles.
Can I tell you?
And the Edge heel turn. Back-to-back segments, heel turns. Thank you.
Can I tell you this is a dream match for me?
Really?
With Edge being heel.
Okay.
On this situation, not only I get this match, but I get a heel turn Edge as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and babyface AJ. Oh,
because since Edge been back, Edge has been a face, and that's cool for the Brood Edge, United States title, European Intercontinental title Edge, but when it comes to WWE Champion Edge, this is the Edge I remember, and this is the Edge that I want.
The Ultimate Opportunist is back.
Opportunist Edge versus the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
And I love the storybook telling of Edge not saying a word, just his face expressions of what he was going to do, stopping himself from doing it, and still doing it. I was like, bruh, this is going to be one hell of a match, and I really, really am looking forward to this match. And I feel like WWE is going to fuck us and make this match shorter than what it is.
Yeah.
True. I can't get my hopes up too much.
And the problem with WWE, I had to sit through 2 hours and 40 minutes for the last 20 minutes to be good between Damien Priest and Finn Balor, and then this promo.
Yeah,
I had to wait 2 hours and 40 minutes for some good shit to happen.
So I turned it off at the first hour, and I was like, this is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And then I found out on YouTube that this happened, and I was like, oh, great. I missed the good part.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. I was so sad not seeing it live.
Yeah. All right. Ultra Fantasy Booking. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So last week was the pay-per-view booked by Alex the Heel and Dragon Force. When Our Shadows Fall. Opening match was Sheamus, the now one-time lost Sheamus, because he lost to Tommaso Ciampa in a singles match. So now they have a cage match. And Tommaso Ciampa has won again. He's the Sheamus Slayer.
Oh, and you know what's funny? Right after I made that match, I don't know if you'd be on Twitter like that, Darth, but somebody posted something. So you know how it always Randy Orton had RKO somebody, and whoever RKO is led out of WWE into AEW.
Yes. Are you talking about the Sheamus bro kicks to all the people in AEW?
I love it.
Ironically, I came across that. The one time I'm on Twitter, I came across that. That shit was hilarious. I'll show you.
It's so perfect. It just goes so right. And I was like, wow, so Randy and Sheamus are damn near in cahoots with AEW. They're just sending them wrestlers at this point.
Yeah. Next match for the women's championship #1 contender, Naomi versus Sasha versus Rosemary. And the winner is Sasha Banks in a runaway voting. Runaway. 27-3-2.
God,
Not even close.
Yeah, my vote counts.
Wait, who had 3? Was it Naomi?
Yes, Naomi had 3. And Rosemary had 2.
Well, I was gonna say Rosemary, but God damn, y'all like Naomi? God damn, y'all just like light-skinned bitches. I understand.
We had a real slobber knocker for the Evolve Tag Team Champions, and the Briscoes, them boys, they held off on the North. Voting was 19-16. I'm surprised there are many of that North fans.
I'm really surprised there's that many North fans.
Next up, Paul Heyman came out to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and not only am I the general manager of Dragon Force Wrestling, I am the principal adjudicator for Antonio Cesaro, Deonna Purrazzo, and Hook. As you've seen on this program and that train wreck promotion on the other channel, these two men I look after cannot be beat. So tonight, they will do just that. Beat whoever is across the ring from them. And obviously, that's a spoiler. So, main event, we have Hook and Cesaro taking on Kenny King and Dexter Lumis. And what did they do? They won. Voting 27-4. My homegirl from work and my girlfriend both voted for Dexter Lumis and Kenny King. They don't know any better.
God damn.
I voted for the other side.
Yes, I just called both of them out.
Damn. I voted for the other side. Damn.
And that was When Our Shadows Fall. All right. This week's installment of Warzone. We're going to kick the night off with MJF taking on Frankie Kazarian in the Openweight Pure Rules tournament. We're getting close to the end. I believe after this week, there's only 6 matches left. We're getting close to the end of the tournament. Again, when I started this tournament, I didn't realize it was going to take this long.
Tournaments usually take long.
Because I modeled it after the G1 Climax tournament, and I know that shit's long, so I was like, let me cut it in half. I cut it in half, and it's still fucking long. So we've been doing this segment since what, August? I started the tournament in October, and we're still going with the tournament. Match 2, Tessa Blanchard and Charlotte Flair taking on Mercedes Martinez and Nikita Lyons. And we had a couple stipulation finishes. Inspiration comes out to distract Tessa and Charlotte, and they get pinned. Or Inspiration comes out, distracts Tessa and Charlotte, and they end up with a count out because they just brawl outside the ring. Or Nikita and Mercedes Martinez win clean.
Let's see who wins that.
Yes. Next up, we have a promo by Shane McMahon. Tonight, we will have a double main event. First, a women's 4-way for the #1 contender ladder match. And we will have the world title match after our #1 contender was decided last week with Finn Balor beating Darby Allin. And Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, and all other associates are banned from the arena tonight. And to do them one better, they've been sent travel accommodations to Jacksonville for next week's pay-per-view. So they're not even in the city.
Wow. Nowhere to be seen on that.
Yes, they're out of they got the wrong plane tickets on purpose. On purpose. Next match, Darby Allin, not Darby Allin. Bryan Danielson will be taking on Danhausen in the Openweight Pure Rules division. Tag team match, the House of Black taking on the Hardy Boys. Now, our first half of the main event, in the women's 4-way ladder match, we have Jordynne Grace, Piper Niven, Bayley, and Serena Deeb. And Adam Cole comes out for a promo. Who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby? So, last week, 2 weeks ago, AJ Styles issued an open challenge for the title. But then, Shane McMahon had a number one contenders match. So that number one contender is having a match tonight. I got next. Even if AJ loses, I got next. So I'll be ringside watching intently. Main event, AJ Styles, Finn Balor. The match is going on. And guess who jumps the railing? Cesaro, Hook, and Heyman. They are in town. They jump the railing. They attack Finn Balor. They attack AJ Styles. Match gets thrown out. Whose music hits? Brock Lesnar. And as Brock is walking the ring, Adam Cole decides to slide in, get him a little sum on AJ Styles since he's still champion. And guess what? Brock, Cesaro, and Hook turn on Adam Cole too. So we've got 3 people bloody and beaten, and we go off the air. Because there will be blood every time that Brock Lesnar leaves the show not world champion. So what will happen next to AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Adam Cole? Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I'm telling you, we gotta get that Dragon Ball Z music. I swear we do. Awesome.
Say that again?
Are y'all guys ready for this Dragon Ball Z movie?
I still have to catch up on all the trailers and shit. I'm so far behind on Dragon Ball Z news.
I want to see Teen Gotenks.
Yes, Teen Gotenks. Yeah. Gohan's back in action. Allegedly, Broly's going to do something in the film. I don't think he's going to be like a main fighter. I think it's just going to be like a training sequence.
He's just going to come in and just wreck shit real quick.
Yeah.
Apparently from what I read online and what I heard, this movie is not technically a full Dragon Ball Z movie. Mm-hmm. It's a Gohan resurrection arc from right after the Cell Saga where he should have been.
Yes.
Yeah, because I still don't understand how Cell's involved, so I gotta catch up on the news.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm just happy to see that they, we got teenage Goten and Trunks finally.
Yes, they finally grew up. Thank God.
Even though they're in the poster doing the fusion dance and their fingers mistouch, I said, oh shit, now we're going to get fat or skinny version of these fuckers. Oh God.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get the one ass whooping in anime history we'll never get to see, but we know happened for an hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when Frieza got beat up by fucking Broly for an hour.
I just want somebody to just reanimate that whole scene and just show how he getting thrashed. But I don't think nobody could think of how bad Frieza got his ass handed to him.
He got his ass whooped. He got his ass handed.
Like, I understand Frieza hates the Saiyans, but Broly beat his ass for an hour? Oh, you think he don't got a grudge against these monkeys now? Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm. All right, you got anything else, Alex? We got a minute left before we get out of here.
Oh, nah, man, I got nothing left. All I need to do is go find me something to eat and get ready to go. Back to work tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. I have been a Darth Messiah 2.0. And you, sir?
Alex, the buffer. Yeah.
Good night, J Kid.
Good night to all. Good night.
We out of here.